So competition. I don't use the word actually very much. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I understand what you're saying. I understand the thought because, you know, raise your hand if there's somebody else in town who also does what you do. Okay, so there we go. So you're not the only one, probably.
Exactly what I do?
But never exactly.
But never, that's the thing, it's never quite exactly. So, I mean, if you, let's say, run a yoga studio in a small town, and you're the only one who runs a yoga studio, niching solved. It's achieved. You're the only one in town. But then somebody else, can you believe it? They open a yoga studio in town? Now there's 2. Bastards. And then, a few years later, there's 10 of them. Sons of bitches. Who are these people coming in? Taking, you know. And you could look at it like, oh, they're the enemy. But another way to look at it would be, thank God. Because you all probably don't want to do the exact same thing. I mean, so if that was, I would just be, everyone get together and talk about it. It's like, yeah, what does everyone really want to do? You know, I really want to focus on prenatal, postnatal yoga. That's my thing. Amazing. What do you want to focus on? Man, yoga around anxiety, you know, me, eating disorders. You know, people can start to, I'm not saying the whole studio, but you can start to specialize. So then there's actually more diversity in the marketplace. So to me, that can be a beautiful thing. So often what happens is people say, well, there's only so much pie, you know, in the marketplace. There's only so many people going to buy this. And so now if you come in, you know, and then suddenly I've got less pie for me. What I want to suggest is there's a possibility of more pie being made to feed everybody. That if you teach yoga, there are scenes that yoga has not actually really been properly introduced to, that you may be a part of already, and you could be the one that brings it. You know, I mean, God, there's a whole book I wrote on niching, and I could do a whole workshop on this. But just the side note is the number of little niches in yoga. There's a guy, Tommy Rosen, who started Recovery 2.0, and he combined yoga with 12-step programs for addiction recovery. So he's bringing yoga to people who just probably would never have even thought about it. You know, so there's ways to introduce these things where you think, oh, there's just too much competition. But yeah, but then where is there no competition? So that's something to consider.